Hello, my name is Namaya. I'm a poet, an artist, and a Vietnam-era veteran. This past January and February, I had undertaken a art and writing residency in Vermont on the theme of forgiveness. What is the impact of the war 45 years afterwards? And during this time, part of the area we concentrated on was the impact of Agent Orange and XOs. Welcome to this presentation and to these panelists on Agent Orange: hope, opportunity, and challenges. What is Agent Orange? A deadly herbicide used by the U.S. military during the Vietnam War that has led to catastrophic consequences for the people of Vietnam, the poisoning of the land, and devastating health problems for American veterans. It wasn't just Agent Orange. As many of you know, the rainbow herbicides of the Vietnam War era were a group, and many of the agents for herbicide: Agent Green, Agent Pink, Agent Purple, Agent Blue, Agent White, Agent Orange. And in these illustrations are the various types of deadly dioxin Agent Orange poisonings that are still impacting Vietnam, its people, and American veterans, as well as military bases that supported the Vietnam War. The chemical structure of dioxin. In some, unlike the other agents, the dioxin in Agent Orange was a toxic contaminant that did not degrade as readily. As many of you know, this dioxin is still active in the land and the waters of Vietnam and passed on from generation to generation. The major manufacturers of Agent Orange: Dow Chemical, Monsanto, DuPont, Diamond Shamrock. Other corporations, but these the principal ones. Operation Ranch Hand. The use of these rainbow herbicides was part of what the U.S. military called Operation Ranch Hand, a tactical military operation for the aerial spraying of herbicides in South Vietnam. The aims, ostensibly, to defoliate trees and plants to improve visibilities for military observation, to destroy crops, to rob the Vietnamese from food sources, and also to shift the populations from rural to the cities as part of the military strategy. Between 1962 and 1971, 19 million gallons of herbicides were sprayed on jungles, fields, and other targets in southern Vietnam. 11 million gallons at a minimum was Agent Orange. 20 times the recommended concentration was sprayed on South Vietnam. It was used in disproportionately higher quantities than other herbicides. 12 to 24% of southern Vietnam was sprayed. 34% of these areas were sprayed more than once, and some forests were sprayed up to 4 times. 5 million acres of upland and mangroves destroyed, 500,000 crops. 3,181 villages, or 11% of South Vietnam, was sprayed. $475,500 gallons of Agent Orange was sprayed by the USA in Laos. Over 40,900 gallons of Agent Orange sprayed by the USA in Cambodia. To date, there has been no remediation or removal of the Agent Orange in Laos and in Cambodia. The effects of exposure have been horrendous. Miscarriages, skin disease, cancer, neurologic problems, birth defects, congenital malformations. The effects of the Agent Orange that was dropped nearly 50 years ago still permeates Vietnam, surrounding countries, and still impacts American veterans and their descendants. Currently, there are approximately 3 million Vietnamese who have been affected, both those who were alive during the war, their children and grandchildren, and the same with American veterans and their children and grandchildren. 3 million Vietnamese have birth defects or other health problems associated with dioxin. 2.6 million U.S. veterans are believed to have been exposed to Agent Orange, and many suffer from its effects. I have been invited by the War Remnants Museum to create a project which will be installed in Vietnam in late 2021. It is called Agent Orange, Do Not Forget Me, with the names of the corporations, the faces of children who have been impacted and affected by this terrible tragedy. In Vietnamese, Don Quan Toi, I believe. And this project is to commemorate and to shed light and to focus again on the terrible tragedy of Agent Orange. The War Remnants Museum in Ho Chi Minh City, where this art project will be installed with the 50th anniversary of the end of the war. If we are to heal the wounds of war, both physically and psychologically, we must make contrition and remediate the damage we have done, the people we have harmed, and the land and water that has been damaged by war. If we had not made contrition for this damage we have done, then we are humanity without a soul. In this tower of Agent Orange, barrels 12 feet tall, with the names of the corporations responsible, the faces of the children who have suffered birth defects because of Agent Orange. This witness will be created in Vietnam and in the United States. At the War Remnants Museum, this is one of the initial projects that we were going to install. It's called Next Invasion. That perhaps next time that we invade a country, we invade with schools, water, shelter, medicine, health. What is the hope and opportunity for the future? Guest panelists to follow will address the ongoing diverse needs of the remediation of Agent Orange and the unexploded ordinances. The principal goal is to truly assist the Vietnamese, their children and grandchildren who have been profoundly impacted, and American veterans. How do we heal and remediate the damage to the land, to the environment that was poisoned by Agent Orange? What is the hope and the opportunity for the future? How do we truly support and assist other countries, Laos, Cambodia, Thailand, Guam, Philippines, that have been affected by Agent Orange? How do we provide medical help and assistance to Vietnamese veterans, their children, their grandchildren, and other Vietnamese who have been affected by dioxin poisoning? Actions you can take. This is a link to Agent Orange sites and support organizations. U.S. citizens have become engaged with corresponding to congresspersons and senators. If you are a veteran, please contact the VA hospital near you. As a veteran, you are entitled to care. Peace is not the absence of war, but the presence of love. It is this presence of love with so many volunteers who have come to Vietnam to help in the remediation and removal of Agent Orange and the unexploded ordinances, and working with the children at places like Vietnam Children's Fund and at the rehabilitation centers. Please support these very worthwhile efforts. Thank you to Veterans for Peace and the organization, the Veterans, Garrett, and many others who come together and make this witness that we as veterans stand for peace. Be all that you can be. Be for peace. Thank you for your support and your kind attention. We will continue with the projects on Agent Orange and unexploded ordinances. Please visit us at namayaproductions.com, and we would be happy to talk with you. Thank you for your work for peace.